Now we will present the names of players. We'll begin with players from Sporting or Easy. E agora vamos fazer a apresentação dos nomes das jogadoras que vamos começar com o Sporting Easy. O número 1, Raí Bolsa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you inside the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo, Mozambique. Semi-final action on the air here in the Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022. We've got the Sporting Alexandrians from Egypt coming your way today, and they're going to square off against Interclub out of Angola. Take a look at the playoff bracket and the road to this semi-final matchup right here. The Interclub team defeating the Patriotic Army of Rwanda to advance to today's action, and then Sporting the Alexandria has been playing really well here all throughout the tournament, so it's going to be a great one here. We'll get ready for tip-off and have that tip-off for you here in just another couple of minutes. Stay with us here on YouTube. Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 coming your way here in just a minute. We welcome you back inside the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo, Mozambique. There you see the teams high-fiving before we get this contest started here today in the semifinal round. All that's on the line is the right to advance through tomorrow's championship matches here to wrap up Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 action here from Maputo. So glad to join us here today on YouTube. It should be a fantastic matchup. We're about ready to get things started. There you see our officiating crew today. We've got Monica, Nedeji, and Khaled with us today to officiate the semifinal action for you here this afternoon. I'm coming your way courtesy of Spalk Talk via the wonders of modern technology from the Grand Canyon state of Arizona. A mere 21-hour flight from Arizona to Maputo, and blessed to be on the call once again here for you today. I've got one more call left here during the tournament, and I'll have the first one as we tip off action here on Championship Saturday for you from Maputo. So stay with me, and I'll have this game for you here. There you see Malagi, Jessica Malagi, last performance, 12 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. Have yourself a stat line right there, young lady. Good stuff right there from number 15 for Interclub. Coming your way out of Angola. No doubt Malagi will be in the starting lineup today. Semi-final action about ready to tip off here from Maputo, Mozambique. A little bit warm outside today. There you see Coach Martinez for Interclub. And they are ready to take the floor. The Sporting Alexandrians coming out today in their all green look. They'll be on the floor here very shortly. Had a chance to call 2 of their games so far here in this Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 action tournament here over the past 7 days now. Going into tomorrow will be day number 8 of the tournament. From the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo, Mozambique, we're about ready for tip-off. There you see Sierra Janae Dillard, her last time out, 22 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. And Dillard, really an effective force there for ASC. There you see Shayla Cooper as well out there getting loose with her teammates. And they're about ready to get things going here on the floor this evening. The starters for Interclub. And there are the starting 5 for the Sporting Alexandrians. So we are just about ready to roll here from the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo, Mozambique. Semi-final action. Let's go. There's Noran Ahmed in the center circle. Correction, that is Hagar Ammer right there, who's going to jump it up for Sporting ASC. We are underway here from Maputo. Now they'll bring it up the floor. Interclub's going to drive to the basket right away, and a little right-handed hook there for Rosa Gala. Count the basket. 2-0 our score here, just underway from Maputo. Sierra Janae Dillard now gets it over to Shayla Cooper. Cooper's going to drive the right elbow. It caroms off the back of the iron, rebounded there by Manuel, and here comes the Angolan club up 2-0. A little pull and pop, unsuccessful there for Italy Lucas. Now the Sporting Alexandrians will get it out on the perimeter, and going off the glass right away is Noran Ahmed. Noran Ahmed with a basket from the right wing. One more look at it right here. She fires away from deep and connects off the window. Just over 9 minutes remaining here in our first quarter. They work along the baseline. A left-handed hook there for Matakit. Falls empty. And now the handle's on display there for Dillard as she gets the basketball outside. And once again, this is going to be Noran Ahmed firing away from deep. Ahmed feeling it here early for the Sporting Alexandrians. 8:42 remaining here in our first quarter. 3-2 our score, semi-final action. There you see Coach Martinez getting the signals out to his crew. Up and down now with the right hand. That was Rosa Gala. They move it around the horn now. Does Interclub. They drive the paint, kick it back out to Gala now. She's going to feed the cutter right down the lane, and that was Nadir Manuel. Good-looking team basketball here in this first quarter so far for Interclub. Oscar Bacher now gets it across, and Dillard a left wing triple, nothing but nylon, as she tickles the twine from long range right there, does Sierra Janae Dillard, putting the Sporting Alexandrians on top now 6-4. And now on cue, that is Italy Lucas driving the basket and scoring it right there for Interclub. We're knotted at 6 apiece here. Just over 7.5 minutes remaining in our first quarter. Dillard drops it off there to Hagar Ammer. They get it back inside to Ammer. She tries to go with a little scoop shot, and it's turned away there by the Interclub defense. Now they feed Matakit down low once again. She comes up empty. Here come the Sporting Alexandrians, and now a little bit of float game for you right there from Noran Ahmed. And And Ahmed puts her club on top now, 8-6 here with 7:10 remaining in our first quarter. So glad you joined us here today on YouTube. A left-handed scoop and score. And Italy Lucas now getting things going as she picked up some contact there as she took it to the rack. Look at it right here. She was guarded that time by Asra Bacher, and so she'll pick up her foul, first foul of the evening. And that was Coach Abdul Rahman you got to look at right there for a moment. Good one here for you in the semifinal round. 9-8 our score. Interclub now back on top. Sporting Alexandria is now moving it around the horn. A long range attempt for Hager Ammer, and it's an air ball. Out of bounds off of the green team. It'll be white basketball with 6:40 and counting here in quarter number 1. Tolafree had it for a moment. And Interclub not afraid to drive to paint Italy Lucas one more time. And 5'8", but very effective on the floor here today for Interclub. We've got a foul on the arm. So we will go to the line and shoot 2 here. 6 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. That foul assessed to Alexis Tolafree. And this will be Norin Ahmed. Ahmed puts the first one through the well for the Sporting Alexandrians. All the way down from Egypt. They fire away again. And Ahmed good for 2 in a row from the stripe. And now a loose ball rebound there by Sierra Janae Dillard, and she gets the putback right away. And now the ball goes off of Interclub, and once again the Sporting Alexandrians will maintain possession here. 6:18 remaining in our first quarter. Dillard now from the top of the key. A left corner 3-ball. Asra Bacher unable to connect. Now here comes Interclub now trailing by 1. They tried to feed it down low, but they fire away from downtown. And that is Italy Lucas. She leads all scorers here today so far in this one. And Lucas really just able to fire away from deep. She's got 10 so far here. 4 of 5 from the field is Italy Lucas. Contact along the baseline right there, and that is going to be assessed to Shayla Cooper. You see the great sportsmanship once again on display there. Seen that a number of times here throughout this Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022. Always great to see that. So it's a non-shooting foul. We'll retie the kicks and play on here with 5:31 remaining in our first quarter. Coach Abdul Rahman looks on. So Interclub will inbound. They lead by 2. Back and forth we go here in this one. And a nice pull and pop there. Once again, Italy Lucas, her 12th point of the day. And she has got 12 of the 16 so far here in this one for Interclub. On the right wing now, Shayla Cooper hands it off to Dillard. Dillard's going to come near side with it. Ball goes out of bounds off of Interclub. It'll stay with the Sporting Alexandrians. 4:54 remaining here in the first. Rima Musa now will check into the ball game here for ASC. Musa now controls from the top of the key. Dillard's going to put it on the deck, get it back over to Musa on the left wing. Now Shayla Cooper drops it off, and the shot clock expires. So it'll be Interclub basketball here. 4:42 remaining in our first quarter. So glad you joined us today on YouTube. Once again, it's been an absolute pleasure to be on the call this week for this Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022. As there you see Italy Lucas. She says, hey, if you're not going to guard me, I'm definitely going to take it to the rack. And now a right-hand try there from Noran Ahmed, but able to get her own offensive rebound somehow. Now they find a cutter, and up and in for two is Hagar Ammer. So Ammer now gets the Sporting Alexandrians to within 4 here with just over 4 minutes remaining in our first quarter. Italy Lucas pretty much putting the interclub team on her back at this point. Now that one's stolen away there by Hagar Ammer. She's going to get it out to Reem Musa, who's going to drive the paint, kick it out to Ammer, and then a little short corner attempt falls short. Rebounded there by Tolafree. 3:45 and counting here in the first. A little spin cycle there from the Angolans, and that was Manuel in the paint. And Hagar Ammer is going to pick up a foul. Much to her dismay. One more look at it right here. Pretty good defense there by Ammer. She looked to be pretty straight up, but regardless, Manuel will go to the line here. As number 12, Pascal will check into the ball game here for Interclub. First one up and in, count the basket. 19-14 our score. The nightcap here just after 8 p.m. there, local time in Maputo. Second one up and true as well for Manuel. Here comes ASC now, trailing by 6, 3.5 minutes remaining here in the first. Musa gets it over to Noran Ahmed. She's guarded there by Lucas. Lucas, if you find the basketball, you'll find Italy Lucas not too far away from it here today. Rebounded there nicely by Nadir Manuel. Once again, there she is. Italy Lucas just raining down points here inside the pavilion. And it looked like her foot might have been on the line right there for a 2-ball, but regardless, she has caught fire here today at the pavilion. We'll take a short timeout and timeout on the floor as well with 2:57 remaining in our first quarter. Stay with us. More Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 coming your way next.
اكتر من بره بنعمل الدرايف ويكون هاجر فاضي هنا، ده السهل. نعمل الاسيست اللي هنا او شايله هنا احسن ما ادور على الفينش الصعب فوق البلوك او الكيك اوت اللي من بره. عايز اكد دلوقتي ان انا بجيب سكور حتى لو بقى 0 وعملت درايف. البيفوت لازم ياخد بوزيشن، ما خدناش منهم فاولات، بناخد الفينش الصعب، ما بندافعش كويس. عندنا y después volta al paseo, ¿ok?
We welcome you back to the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo, Mozambique. Semi-final action on the air here in the Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022. There is Hagar Ammer, one of the forces for the ASC Sporting Alexandrians. Now they'll inbound the basketball here, trailing by 8. Under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Shayla Cooper now on the right wing. Now they get it back to Noran Ahmed. Ahmed's going to fire away from deep, and it rims off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Reem Musa, and then back inside it's Hagar Ammer for 2. So Ammer draws her club to within 6 now. 2.5 minutes remaining here in our first quarter. Trying a right hand down the lane was Alexis Tolafree. Tolafree picking up contact there inside the painted area. And Sierra Dillard Says, you know, I thought I was playing good defense right there, but maybe got her on the elbow there just a little bit. And now Tolafree will go to the stripe here. 2:27 remaining in the first. That one rattles around and falls out. There you see Coach Martinez having a conversation with some of his assistants. Contact on the floor. Once again, we've got Monica, Nadeji, and Khalid, our officiating crew here today, our FIBA officiating crew. Always doing a great job there. Non-shooting foul, so now we'll play on here. ASC inbounds the basketball. Just inside the arc, it's Shayla Cooper putting it up and count the basket for ASC. They draw it within 4 here, just over 2 minutes remaining in our first quarter. Italy Lucas pulls up and doing a great job there. Just attacking the glass was Nadir Manuel. Manuel able to hold it in, and now Interclub travels with the basketball and they'll turn it over right here. So Lucas obviously frustrated with that one right there. Her club on top by 4 here with just under 2 minutes remaining in our first quarter. Dillard with the ball. She works off of a Shayla Cooper screen. They feed it down low to Shayla Cooper, and Cooper goes off the glass for 2. Shayla Cooper working really well right there with Sierra Dillard. Interclub now. It's down to a 2-point lead here. ASC starting to mount a charge here at the end of its first quarter. Hager-Ammer. And Lucas will inbound the basketball. She'll be guarded right there, looks like by Shayla Cooper. And now Reem Musa will move her over into the middle. They get it in now. Mata Keat along the baseline as she travels with the basketball. Shuffles the feet right there, unfortunately, for Interclub. 1:18 remaining here in the first. Tried to go back the other way with a little bit of reverse now, and Reem Musa will bring it across midcourt here. Just over a minute remaining in the first quarter. A pull and pop, good looking right there from Warren Ahmed. 5'10" forward. Makes it look easy, and we're even at 22 apiece here, just inside a minute remaining here in this semifinal. Tolafree comes up empty, rebounded there by Hager-Ammer. Ammer stepping through that was Reem Musa stepping through the defense right there and picking up contact, getting high fives as well from her teammates. A blocking foul on the floor. Another look at it right here. And Reem Musa not afraid to go right into the teeth of that Interclub defense. 40.4 seconds remaining here as Coach Abdulrahman will give out the instructions to his squad. And you see Antonio and Malaji checking in the ball game here for Interclub. Able to connect on that second one, and right there, Italy Lucas, a well-deserved break there on the bench for her Interclub team. Now from the right wing, driving inside the paint, that was Cassia Antonio. Coach Martinez wanted a little bit of clarification on that one right there, and you see the contact from behind. Sporting Alexandrians on top by 3 here. This should be the last possession of quarter number 1. Musa gets it over to Dillard. Dillard directs traffic at the top of the key. She's guarded right there by Pascal. And then you see a nothing but nylon triple right there from Hager. And Ammer, just a downtown three ball right there. And you see Coach Abdul-Rahman up on his feet as well. Everybody's celebrating here in the semifinals. And an amazing job right there. End of our first quarter. The Sporting Alexandrians on top by 28-22. We'll return for second quarter action right here in Maputo right after this. Stay with us. More Africa Women's Champions Cup semifinal action coming up next. Welcome you back to the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University. Second quarter action about to commence here in this semifinal between the Sporting Alexandrians from Egypt and Interclub out of Angola. Reem Musa now with the basketball. Dillard on the right wing. Dillard's going to go inside the arc now, kick it back outside. And a triple attempt falls short for Asra Bakker. Once again, ASC not afraid to fire away from deep. Hager Ammer under the basket, unable to connect as well, and now we have contact along the baseline. Dillard working hard down low right there. And I believe she was the one to pick up the contact right there as she was going after that offensive rebound. So a great hustle play there for Dillard, and now she'll go to the stripe here. Club on top by 6 as they'll send Reem Musa outside and bring Rayhan into the paint. Dillard connects on the first one, increasing the ASC lead now to 7. 9:38 remaining here in the first half. Dillard's second one up and in. The Alexandrians now on top by 8. If you joined us late, Interclub got off to a pretty good start. It was back and forth there for a little while, and then ASC able to pull away there a little bit at the end of that first quarter. Now we have contact on the floor. It'll be a non-shooting foul. As you see, Hager Ammer was guarding right there. Noran Ahmed, a well-deserved break, as Manar Youssef will check into the ballgame here for the Sporting Alexandrians. Sierra Janae Dillard has it now on the perimeter. Working off a screen, and now they're going to go over to Reem Musa, who's going to fire away from the left wing. And it's too strong, rebounded there by Rosa Gala. Italy Lucas, right-hand scoop. Unable to score. Here comes Reem Musa the other way. She thought about a long one. Now they get it back outside to Rayhan. Dillard fires away from the right wing. Rebounded nicely by Manar Youssef just into the ballgame there for the Alexandrians. A tie-up on the right block. And we have a jump ball. 8.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. So glad you joined us today on YouTube. FIBA Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 from Maputo. They get it back outside. Italy Lucas now works off of a screen there. She's going to go all the way to the rim. And a little bit of a blind scoop shot. They get it back to Lucas. And she just comes up short there along the baseline on a 3-foot shot. Dillard now feeds the runner. And that right there was Rayhan. Nadine Yasser Ahmed Rayhan, the forward, 6 foot. And she extends the lead now to 10 here for the Sporting Alexandrians. They try to work it back inside. Now they get it inside, but Mata Keith unable to connect. Spinning through the lane there was Manar Youssef. And Youssef picking up contact there, courtesy of Interclub. Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 action on the air. We have a timeout on the floor, so we'll step aside and take that timeout with them. Fatma Ali preparing to check into the ballgame there. It appeared for Sporting ASC. Timeout on the floor. We'll see you in 45 seconds. Stay with us here for more Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 right here from Maputo. Italy Lucas leads all scorers here as we welcome you back to the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University. She's got 16 points on the evening. There you see a good look at her. And now it's going to be Manar Youssef at the stripe here for the Alexandrians as we resume play with 7:49 remaining here in our first half. First one short there for Youssef. Coach Abdul Rahman says put a little bit more legs underneath that one, and that one scores. There it is, Youssef able to connect on shot number 2. So the clock runs here with 7:45 remaining in our first half. Italy Lucas tries to break the press there and does. Gets it across mid towards Rosa Gala. Gala's going to drive the paint, try to go up with the right hand and come up empty. Now it's rebounded there by the Sporting Alexandrians. Reem Musa with the basketball between the legs, directing traffic there from the right wing. She's going to call Ali out for a screen. Ali gets the pass, almost loses the handle. Dillard with the basketball, and now Youssef over to Dillard. Now a wide open look, and she buries a triple from the right wing. Sierra Janae Dillard with a 3-ball. Sporting Alexandria is now on top by 14 here. Contact along the sideline there. Manar Youssef was the infractor that time for the Alexandrians. So Tolafree inbounds the ball. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. A loose ball. Contact on the floor. 6 minutes and 48 seconds remaining here in our first half. 14-point lead for the Alexandrians. Non-shooting foul, so they inbound the basketball. Italy Lucas now from the right wing, and she's going to put a 2 up and in. Her foot was on the line right there. narrowing the deficit now to 12. Once again, contact on the floor. So Dillard will put it back into play here for ASC. 6.5 remaining in the first half. Anar Youssef over to Rayhan, and Rayhan's going to fire away from deep and connect as well. So the Sporting Alexandrians are on fire from downtown here in Maputo. Italy Lucas stepping back on the defense and rattling in a 2-ball from the right elbow. Lucas very impressive here in this first half, 5'8". Tie up along the baseline. That was Rayhan with the basketball, and she picked up a little bit too much contact there, says our FIBA officiating crew. On the arm. Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 here from Maputo. Reem Musa now will get it back into play here, 6:03 and counting. Manar Youssef put it on the deck there for a moment. They work it around the horn now from the right wing. It's going to be Dillard. It falls out and rebounded there by Nadir Manuel. Now here comes Interclub the other way with it. They move it around. It falls empty, now rebounded there by ASC, and here they come, 5.5 minutes remaining in our first half. Losing the handle there was Rayhan. They go off the glass, does Alexis Tolafree. That one falls out as well. Now Reem Musa feeds Fatma Ali, and beautiful team basketball right there for the Sporting Alexandrians. Reem Musa with a great bounce pass, gets it right around Nadir Manuel. Now under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. ASC starting to slowly pull away with this one, as you see Jessica Malagi along the baseline right there, and she's going to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. Get the official word here from our FIBA officiating crew. 4 minutes and 52 seconds remaining here in our first half. Checking back into the ball game, it's Christina Matakit. There you see Coach Martinez looking on. Under 5 to play here in the first half. Second one finds the bottom of the net right there for Jessica Malagi. Here comes Dillard now across midcourt. Her club on top, 41-27. 4:45 remaining here in the first half. Dillard now is going to fire away from the left wing and connect on another 3-ball. Sierra Dillard is on fire from long range here today. And let me tell you, Sierra Janae Dillard has 13 points on the evening, 4 of 6 from the field, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists as well in 17+ minutes of action here today in Maputo. Once again, Dillard now from the right wing. She's going to fire away just inside the arc and then put another one home. Right there is Dillard just unstoppable here. The handle's on display. She's going to pull and pop. And once again, Sierra Dillard striking gold here today for the Sporting Alexandrians. Long-range triple falls short. I believe that was Tolafree over there. And then Dillard now is going to scoop and score underneath the basket, and she almost can't believe it herself. Sierra Janae Dillard just absolutely playing with her hair on fire here today. And she's got 17 here this evening. Only 3 shy of the leading scorer here this evening, and that is Italy Lucas. minutes remaining here in our first half. Ali couldn't believe the foul right there. As you see, Mata Keith now will go to the stripe. Coach Martinez coaching up Antonio over there. 3:09 remaining here in the first half. Interclub somehow able to control the basketball once again, keep it in there for a moment. They're going to feed the cutter up and in for two, and Jessica Malagi is going to pick up the basket and the foul. So Malagi will go to the stripe here, her club trailing by 15. Lots of basketball still to play here today. 2:57 remaining here in this first half. Hager Ammer will return to the lineup as Fatma Ali will have a seat on the ASC bench. Jessica Malagi at the line for Interclub. Off the back of the iron. Rebounded there nicely by Matakit. And a foul on the floor, no shot, they say. 2:51 remaining here in the first half. We will go to the line and shoot once again. This will be Casia Antonio. Antonio puts the first one up and in. (48-34), make it 48-35 now. A 13-point deficit here as Interclub try to chip away at the stone here as we approach the halftime point of this ball game. Reem Musa nearly losing the handle there along the midcourt line. And Hager Ammer tried to chase that one out of bounds, but not able to get on her horse fast enough right there for that one. So now Interclub will bring it back the other way. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Spinning, elevating, and unable to connect is Matakit. Ball goes out of bounds. They say it was tipped. Hager Ammer talking things over right there with Osford Bacher as you see Shayla Cooper on the floor there. Great crowd on hand here today in this semifinal round. We can only anticipate that things will be even more frantic tomorrow for Championship Saturday. Dillard gets it inside to Hager Ammer, and then it's stolen away there by Alexis Tolafree. And now Dillard returns the favor on the other end. Hager Ammer down the lane uncontested, and that one falls off the front of the iron. 2 minutes remaining here in our first half. On the right wing now, this is Antonio. She fires away from deep. It goes over the back of the backboard. And that will essentially be a turnover. Now ASC will regain possession of the basketball. 1:52 remaining here in our first half. We have a timeout on the floor. So we'll step aside, take that timeout with them. More Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 coming up next here on YouTube.
Listen, come here. Defense. تسعة واقفة هنا، واحدة بالجارد ناو. شايلة جارد هيل وهاجر واقفة جنبها كده. شوفي الدروب خدي الكورة في ايديك ازاي؟
Y vamos 4 abajo. Tenemos que pasar por bajo los 3 puntos.
Ganhar 1-0! Vambora!
48-35 our score as you see the crowd looking on there inside the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo, Mozambique. The Sporting Alexandrians on top here by 13. A minute 52 remaining here in our first half. So glad you joined us this evening on YouTube, or it's mid-morning over here in the United States, at least on the West Coast. Dillard now controls for ASC. She's going to bring it across midcourt. Dillard keeps a hold of the ball until it's stolen away there by Jessica Malagi. Now the pressure on here from ASC and Interclub able to break that pressure. A minute and a half remaining here in the first half. Swinging it around and then taking it to the rim. That was Keisha Antonio. And she is fouled along the baseline. And that was Dillard with a little reach there. I'm not sure if they tagged Dillard or Shayla Cooper for that. But we will confirm maybe in a little bit. Regardless, Antonio now at the line here for Interclub. First one up and true. 48-36, a 12-point deficit. Not out of this one yet is Interclub semifinal action here, folks. Anything can happen. That one up and through as well. Now an 11-point lead for the Sporting Alexandrians. Full court pressure applied now by Interclub. Hager-Ammer over to Shayla Cooper. Cooper's going to put it between the legs, pull and pop from just inside the arc, and then Tolafree with the rebound. And Tolafree's going to come the other way with it now. She's on the left wing, gets it over to the top of the key there for Jessica Malagi. Off the glass is Antonio. Driving to the rim, not afraid of contact there, Keisha Antonio, as Hager-Ammer looks on. Interclub now inbounds under a minute to play here in the half. Try to work it inside, they kick it back out now, go far side with it, and once again whistles and contact on the floor. 46.6 seconds remaining here in this first half. Count that one. They're within 10 now. Is Interclub from Angola. Christina Matakit. That one off the back of the iron. Reed Musa. Bring it back up the floor now for ASC. 40 seconds and counting. And Dillard unable to corral that one. And here comes Interclub with a fast break and a 2-point bucket. That was courtesy of Keisha Antonio. And Antonio has really been effective here in the latter stages of quarter number 2. Reem Musa, a backdoor pass outside, and then nothing but nylon triple there for Astrid Bacher. Bacher puts it away from downtown. Tolafree fires away from the right wing, comes up short. And that's the end of our first half. Our score, the Sporting Alexandrians 51 and the Interclub squad from Angola 40. An 11-point ball game here. Stay with us much more basketball coming your way here on YouTube. Halftime action coming up next here in about 15 minutes. Stay with us, we'll be right back with you. Enjoy the halftime highlights as we bid you adieu for the next 14 and a half minutes. Stay with us. Welcome you back to Maputo, Mozambique. The second half here between the Sporting Alexandrians and Interclub from Angola. 51-40 our score. Now the Sporting Alexandrians working left to right on your screen. Shayla Cooper now moves it around the horn. Reem Musa thought about a three, puts it on the deck, puts it up in the air, and connects from the left elbow right there. Sporting Alexandrians increasing their lead now to 12, and now cutting that by 2 right there. Was Nadir Manuel. Reem Musa from the top of the key. She's going to come back, step inside the arc. That's Shayla Cooper connecting right there. And a lot of these ASC players catching fire here. Hager Amber goes down just across the midcourt line. She might have got tangled up there with the defender. She's favoring the left leg, it looks like, there for a moment. And she just got caught up with a teammate. That was Reem Musa coming up from behind. And they just simply got the feet tangled up there. Norin Ahmed. Great look at her right there. From the stripe. There's Coach Abdul Rahman for the Sporting Alexandrians. 55-43, a 12-point deficit here. That one up and in, count it. That was Rosa Gala. 9 minutes remaining here in our third quarter. Lauren Ahmed puts it on the deck. She's going to spin just outside the free throw line. Now they get it back outside. Dillard. Dillard's going to step inside the paint. Try to get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up. Still fighting for the basketball is Sierra Dillard. And all effort on that play right there for 2-4. 55-44 our score. They go off the window, does Interclub. And coming up empty. Excellent effort there, however, from Nadir Manuel. 55-44 our score. Lauren Ahmed now from the right wing off the back of the iron, but rebounded there by Hager Amber, and Amber is able to put the basketball back up into the hoop. So she finds the bottom of the cylinder right there with 8 minutes remaining here in our third quarter. 57-44. That one floats over the edge, and now Hager Amber with the rebound there for ASC. Here comes Shayla Cooper. Almost uncontested. She'll scoop and score. Cooper, 59-44, now a 15-point lead here for ASC. ASC now with the ball, 7:20 remaining here in the third. Musa puts it on the deck. A little hop along the baseline there, no traveling call. And then outside on the left wing, that is Hager Amber with a dagger three. Tearing up the nylon right there today is Hager Amber. And now Interclub Mata Keat tried to go off the window. Sierra Dillard on the other end with a little lead and score there. And Dillard just on fire here today. She's got 19 on the evening. Because of Sierra Janae Dillard. Another look at it right here. A left wing triple count the basket for Italy Lucas. And Lucas definitely the most dominant player, at least here today, for Interclub. Over 6 put it on the deck, and we have contact on the floor. Six minutes remaining here in the third. Interclub now working from the right side. They try to find Manuel underneath the basket, but it squirts loose. And Dillard with the hands up right there saying, no foul for me. Not that time anyway. 6:08 and counting here in the third. Dillard from way downtown. That one bounced about 10 feet back up in the air, and here comes Interclub with it the other way. They trail by 19. Dillard almost poking that one away, and then contact on the arm. Athletic play there for Sierra Dillard. We expect nothing less from 2-4 here. 6-6, 4-7 is our score. 5 minutes and 41 seconds remaining here in the third, and now we have a timeout on the floor. Actually, correction, there'll be a couple of substitutions. One more look at the previous play here. Dillard just poking it away right there from Dear Manuel. 5:41 remaining here in the third, excuse me. A technical foul, so Sierra Dillard will shoot free throws here. Coach Martinez looks on there for Interclub. Dillard with the deep breaths. She'll regain her composure and put the second one up and in right there for the Sporting Alexandrians. So they'll maintain possession here on the technical foul. Reem Musa goes back to work here, 5.5 remaining in the third. Hager Ammer, a left-hand scoop. And not enough on that one. Italy Lucas. And Interclub now working it around the horn. Antonio puts it up. It's rebounded there by ASC. That was Hager Ammer. Noran Ahmed's going to fire away from mid-range. Hager Ammer with the rebound along the baseline, and then she gets the putback. ASC on top now. A dominant performance here by the Sporting Alexandrians. It's timeout on the floor. They've got a 23-point lead as we go to the break. Stay with us here. More Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 coming your way next from Maputo.
طيب يلا 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 يلا
We welcome you back to our nightcap here from the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University in Maputo, Mozambique. Semifinal action here for you in the Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022. Once again, shout out to our Spock production crew doing a great job throughout the globe, bringing you this game here today. A bounce pass up and in, count the basket for Jessica Malagi. Excellent team basketball right there for Interclub. And Malagi was 7 points on the day, 3 of 4 from the field, along with 3 rebounds. That one trickles home. And they draw to within 20, under 5 minutes to play here in the third. Ring Musa directs traffic now as she crosses midcourt. She's guarded there by Cassia Antonio. Dillard now between the legs over to Shayla Cooper. Cooper puts it up in the air. And it falls shy, rebounded there by Jessica Malagi. Here comes Cassia Antonio. And Antonio trying to get anything to connect with either the rim or maybe a part of the backboard, but unsuccessful. And Shayla Cooper will put it back into play here when we resume in a moment. Dillard now breaking the pressure applied by Interclub. 4:20 remaining here in the third. Dillard drives inside, goes cross court. They move it around the horn, making that defense chase. Hager-Amber fires from deep. It's off the back of the iron, rebounded there by the Interclub squad. Antonio now up and down with the right hand. She gets it back now on the left wing. She's guarded there by Noran Ahmed. Takes it inside on Ahmed, and she is fouled. Stepping through the defense right there was Antonio. A nice rebound and a putback. And that looked to be Mata Keat right there for Interclub. An 18-point lead here for the Sporting Alexandrians. Oscar Bacher had it for a moment. Now it's Sierra Dillard. They kick it back out to Shayla Cooper. Cooper comes up shy. Mata Keat once again for the rebound. Antonio between the legs with it. Now from the right elbow, down inside they go. And contact along the baseline. And we will shoot two. One more look at it here. They feed it down low. And that was Eduarda Gabriel. Gabriel now at the line here for Interclub. Shayla Cooper will have a seat on the bench there for ASC. .307 remaining here in the third. Hager-Amber and Nadine Rehan will switch sides there along the paint. Second one connects for Interclub. And Dillard will pick up a foul there, courtesy of Eduarda Gabriel. Non-shooting foul. She just reached across the bow there a little bit too much. Bacher gets it back into play here. ASC on top by 17 right now. They hold it in. Now Noran Ahmed from the left wing, and Ahmed will rattle home a triple. And Noran Ahmed feeling it right now for the Sporting Alexandrians. She steps into that three ball there, making it look almost effortless as Noran Ahmed. Interclub will inbound now, 2:45 remaining here in the third. feed it inside. In the paint, elevating, getting her own rebound there was Jessica Malagi, and Malagi with a second and third effort right there for her squad. Count the basket, 73-55 now. And a little tie-up along the mid-court line there. Dillard hits the deck for a moment. And too much contact there as Dillard tried to work it back inside. Edvanina Pascal on the infraction there for Interclub. So now Asra Bacher will put it back into play here. 2:20 and counting here in the third quarter. Bacher is fed there. A little give and go on that time for ASC. A 20-point lead now once again here for the Sporting Alexandrians. Stepping through the defense there was Pascal, and she had it stolen away. Backdoor pass. They go over to Noran Ahmed, who puts it in the air. And nice team basketball there. Manar Youssef with the rebound, and then they kick it out to Rayhan, who puts it up and tickles the twine. Matakit in there, a strong move to the basket for Interclub. Under a minute and a half to play here in the third. And right there, that is Asra Bacher with the finish. And she shouts out her teammates there as the Sporting Alexandrians are getting closer and closer to making their way here to the final round tomorrow on Championship Saturday. Antonio penetrating the defense right there and picking up the contact. Athletic move there by Antonio. So now she'll go to the stripe here. 1:07 remaining here in our third quarter. Count it. Fatima Ali back onto the floor here for the Alexandrians, as Hager Amber will get a well-deserved break. Dillard now runs the point and directs traffic. Noran Ahmed back to Sierra Dillard. Now on the right wing, this is Asra Bacher coming up empty on a three ball. Rebounded there by Interclub. Under a minute to play here in the third. Antonio drives the paint, and she picks up contact there on the right side, but no foul. Ball trickles out of bounds. It'll go over to Interclub, and Pascal will inbound the basketball. Stolen away there by Dillard. ASC with bodies all over the floor. That was Asra Bacher right there for the Egyptian squad. Another look at the previous one right here. Dillard tried to get it up ahead and just cut off there. Too many white jerseys in the way. 15 to shoot. Dillard now directs traffic. They will run the play here. Dillard back out to Noran Ahmed from the left wing, and Ahmed is just on fire here today. Noran Ahmed feeling it from deep, 5'10", and she is just taking care of business here today for Coach Abdulrahman and the Sporting Alexandrians. 4.5 seconds remaining here in the third, and we got a foul on the arm, and we will shoot two. Jessica Malagi at the line here for Interclub. .5 seconds remaining here in the third. That one finds the bottom of the net. Ahmed one more time wanted to get one off there before the end of the third quarter, and we've reached the end of the third quarter here in Maputo, Mozambique. Sporting Alexandrians from Egypt on top 82-62 over Interclub. Stay with us. Fourth quarter action coming up next right here on YouTube. More Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 action coming up next. Fourth quarter action about to get underway as we welcome you back here to Maputo, Mozambique. Sporting Alexandrians on top by 20, 82-62, as Norin Ahmed and her squad catching fire there in quarter number 3, and specifically Ahmed really getting it done there. 5'10", number 10 for the Alexandrians. Italy Lucas very effective today as well for Interclub. Lucas fell down there for a moment. Taking it to the rack unsuccessfully was Malagi, and now here comes the Sporting Alexandrians back the other way with it. 9 minutes and 30 seconds and some change here in the ball game. Fatma Ali back onto the floor here for ASC. Asra Bacher now from downtown. She connects on a 3-ball. And this team is just full of shooters. Golan's back to work here. Just over 9 minutes remaining in the ball game. A little fade through the paint there for Alexis Tolafree. Excellent connection there from Tolafree. Now this is Asra Bacher from downtown. It's off the front of the iron. Rebounded nicely there by Tolafree. Here comes Lucas now. From the right block, she pulls, pops, comes up short, and then it's rebounded there by Gabriel, but contact on the floor, says our FIBA officiating crew. 8:44 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We got more action coming your way tomorrow morning. I'll be leading things off for you tomorrow right around 11 a.m. local time there in Maputo. It'll be the Patriotic Army of Rwanda against CNSS. I'll have that call for you as we open action on a championship Saturday from the pavilion at Eduardo Mondlane University. Rayhan having a seat there for ASC. 8:40 and counting here in the fourth. Reem Musa up and down with the right hand. Asra Bacher feeding Hager Ammer right underneath the basket, and Ammer continuing to add to her impressive total here today. And after that one, Ammer with 16, 7 of 12 from the field, along with 10 rebounds. So a double-double right now for Hager Ammer. ASC inbounds once again, now up 22 here. Asra Bacher directing traffic as she crosses midcourt. Reem Musa now working on the outside. She gets it over to the waiting Norin Ahmed, who is too strong on that one with an air ball. The ball trickles out of bounds just in front of Hager Ammer. Under 8 minutes to play here in the fourth. Italy Lucas is going to fire away from deep. It rims out. Rebounded there by Hager Ammer. Here comes Norin Ahmed up the floor in a hurry. And with a breakaway layup, once again, Norin Ahmed scores it for ASC. Italy Lucas works it down low now. They try to catch the cutter. That was Jessica Malagi on the far side there, and it's intercepted by the Sporting Alexandrians. And now a backdoor pass, unsuccessful there. Interclub stepping through the defense. And that was Gabriel right there. Eduarda Gabriel. 89-67 our score. 7 minutes remaining here in the ball game. 7 minutes remaining here on semifinal Friday. Norin Ahmed now feeling herself there as she crosses the lane and putting that one up and in, adding to her impressive total here this evening for ASC. Jessica Malagi now outside the arc. She hands it off there to Tolafree, and it's poked away there by Hager Ammer. Ammer all the way coast to coast. Count the basket and the foul. As the smile from El Heish right there as she watches her team get things done here on the floor today in Maputo. Hager Ammer. Coach Abdul Rahman very pleased as well, as his team is just under 6.5 minutes away from advancing to Championship Saturday. So glad you joined us here today for the Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022. It's been my pleasure to be on the call of a number of games here over the past 8 days, 7 days now, I should say. A nice offensive rebound and a putback there for Jessica Malagi. 6 minutes remaining here in the ballgame. Hager Ammer penetrates from the left elbow, and she picks up contact there as she enters the circle. That was Alexis Tolafree on the contact there, according to the FIBA officiating crew. There you see the play one more time. And not really sure if that was Tolafree or not. It could have been Malagi with the contact there. But regardless, you see Tolafree having a seat on the bench there, as Rosa Gala will check back into the inter-club lineup. 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Count that one. 94-69 our score. Left wing triple falls shy there for Interclub. ASC back the other way with it now. Reem Musa on the attack. She's going to pull up. Ali with a rebound. Tries a hook shot there. And Hager Ammer working along the baseline down there in contact. So we'll go the other way with it here. 5:23 remaining here in the fourth. 5-point lead right now for the Sporting Alexandrians. They get it in deep on the right block. Now they kick it back out. And just outside the top of the free throw line, that was Jessica Malagi right there. Malagi adding to her total here today. Under 5 minutes to play in the ball game. Reem Musa back over to Asra Bacher. Bacher ain't unable to connect. Club now putting her on the deck right there was Pascal, and she runs into a couple of green jerseys there underneath the basket. 4:37 remaining here in the fourth, and classic over the back there courtesy of Hager Ammer, as Ammer will take a seat on the ASC bench. And Shayla Cooper will return to the lineup now for Coach Abdul Rahman. .437 left here in the fourth. A long-range three ball there, and it rattles home for Pascal. Edvania Pascal with a three-point basket right there for Interclub. Under 4:20 remaining here in the fourth. Reem Musa from outside the key. She's going to drive the paint, scoop, and come up empty. Malagi from way downtown off the back of the iron, rebounded nicely there by Shayla Cooper. Just over 3.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Reem Musa, they working around the horn now. And then Fatma Ali is cutting right open to the hoop. And they find her. She counts the basket and increases the ASC lead now to 22. Too much contact there on the inside. It'll be interclub basketball. Pascal gets it back into play here. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. Malagi down along the left elbow. Now stepping inside and burying a jump shot is Rosa Gala. 20-point lead here for the Sporting Alexandrians as we're inside 3 minutes to play in the ball game. El Kaish is back in now for ASC, and you see her on the deck right there after she absorbed the contact. Nada Monir Abdel Magid Youssef El Kaish. How about that? Number 7 right there for you. 2:52 remaining here in the fourth. Interclub and the Sporting Alexandrians. Coach Martinez looks on there, as he can't be too disappointed with a semifinal appearance here this year in the tournament. The crowd has increased over the week as we lead up to Championship Saturday coming your way tomorrow. I'll have the call of that one for you as we kick things off, as Fatma Ali cans one there from short range. More contact on the floor right there, and we appear to, thought we were going to have a timeout there for just a moment, and now we're going to have number 35 check into the ball game here. Hana Abdalal in there now. Number 35 for the Alexandria Sporting Club. Aline from Jessica Malagi and a foul courtesy of ASC. And just entering the ball game there is Abdelal, and she's going to pick up her first foul of the evening. Jessica Malagi at the stripe now for Interclub. She fixes the net right there on that free throw and draws her club to within 21. 2:32 remaining here in the fourth. They put it up and in, count the basket. Rosa Gala will have a seat there for Interclub. Under 2.5 to play here in this one. Reem Musa directing traffic. She's guarded there by number 12, Pascal. Fatma Ali in the paint right there. And Asra Bakr almost able to get the putback. Correction, that was Abdelal. Hannah Abdelal. Now they put it on the deck, and losing the handle that time was Agostino. So Ana Agostino right there for Interclub. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Backer puts it back into play. Reem Musa now. Musa gets tangled up there for a moment with Pascal. Contact on the floor. 1:43 remaining here in the fourth. Reem Musa. Abdelal now on the right block. She's going to get it way outside now to Asra Bakr. Bakr's going to go off the window, unable to connect, but somehow rebounded there by El Kaish. Abdelal goes far side with it, unable to connect. Rebounded by Interclub, and here they come. From downtown, it rims out for Pascal. Just over a minute remaining here in the ball game. El Kaish gets it back over to Reem Musa, who directs traffic now from outside the arc. Thought about working off an Abdelal screen. Now she's going to backdoor pass. And into the corner, it's unsuccessful for Asra Bakr. 45 seconds remaining in this one. Nice lean into the basket there for Agostino. Ana Agostino puts another one on the tally sheet here this afternoon, or this evening, I should say, in Maputo. 30 seconds as Reem Musa dribbles around the defense. They try to go back outside. It's stolen away there by Interclub. That one poked around for a moment. And Pascal will attempt a short-range jumper and pick up contact. 15.5 seconds remaining here in the fourth. That one somehow finds the bottom of the net. As you see the emotions starting to come through right there for Interclub, as the last 15.5 seconds of their Africa Women's Champions Cup 2022 competition will come to a close. Once again, Edvania Pascal right there for Interclub. And now Bakr's going to fire away from downtown. Fatma Ali along the baseline there. She's going to spin and score for the Sporting Alley Alexandrians as they've put 100 points now on the board here in Maputo. This team knows how to fill it up, and Ali, one of those in there taking care of business today for the Sporting Alexandrians. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Fatma Ali now at the stripe, 4.6 seconds remaining. And that's how this one will end. Our final score, the Sporting Alexandrians from Egypt advancing to Championship Saturday in Maputo by the score of 100-82 over Inter Club. It was my pleasure to bring you the call of this one here today from Maputo, Mozambique. Semi-final Friday is officially in the books. Once again, our final score, Alexandria Sporting Club 100 and Inter Club 82. Don't forget, more Africa Women's Champions Cup action coming your way tomorrow on Championship Saturday. I'll have game number 1 for you between the Patriotic Army of Rwanda and CNSS. That'll be game number 1 on the slate for you on Championship Saturday. Once again, our final score here today from Maputo, Mozambique, the Alexandria Sporting Club getting the victory 100-82. I'm James Poovey saying so long for now. Once again, I'll catch up with you tomorrow for game number 1 on Championship Saturday. Congratulations once again to Coach Abdulrahman and the ladies there of the Alexandria Sporting Club. You see the jubilation on display there as they're dancing around having a great time, as well they should. They have progressed to Championship Saturday. Everybody had a great rest of your Friday evening and afternoon here in the United States, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow as the post game continues on there in Maputo.
Coach, congratulations for the results. How do you feel and how was the game?
Yes, I think it's a very, very tough game for us. We're thinking about this game from the start of the tournament. So because Angola is the best in Africa, so we're working from the day 1 to win this game, to stop their keys, stop Lucas, stop number 9, stop number 3, stop a lot of stars there. So we did it, we stopped them, we win the game.
Tomorrow you're going to play against Costa do Sol. How do you see this Mozambican team?
I didn't hear you because this.
Tomorrow you are going to play against Costa do Sol. How do you see this?
It's tomorrow, I think the same powerful game, maybe better than Angola, and the fans and the home game. We will try to do our job like a technical stuff, and girls, you see how they fight to win. So we promise our country and our club, we will do our best job.
Thank you and good luck. Para trás ficam então as palavras do coach Mohamed, que destaca então o potencial da equipa angolana. Afirma então ser um jogo que preparou-se desde o primeiro dia desta competição, numa altura em que a Martínez também junta-se a nós. Coach, como é que viu este jogo? Infelizmente não consegue passar para a final.
Não conseguimos jogar como um equipo. Eu não sinto talvez ter feito um bom trabalho com uma equipe. Estamos a jogar individualidades, não chegamos nunca a jogar como uma equipe, e acho que é uma parte grande daquilo de responsabilidade minha, de não chegar aí a jogar como uma equipe.
Com estas dificuldades, poderá conseguir o terceiro lugar nesta competição?
Sim, agora é importante recuperar mentalmente, não é fácil quando tens expectativas altas. Agora é complicado 94 horas, mas aquele equipo que recupera mentalmente tem muito ganhado já para aquele jogo de terceiro quarto.
Muito obrigada e boa sorte. E são essas as primeiras intervenções, Gilberto. A verdade é que amanhã teremos sim duelos bastante interessantes, Costa do Sol, Sporting do Egito, e teremos também a disputa do terceiro lugar entre o Ferroviário de Maputo e também o Inter Clube de Angola. A equipa junta-se a nós. Hello, congratulations for the results. How was the game against Interclube?
Angola is a very tough team, and we're so happy that we won today. We were very prepared, and God helped us.
Tomorrow you have a new challenge.
Yeah, of course. Against Costa, it's a very good team, and who's gonna play tomorrow better will win.
Thank you very much and good luck. Agora sim, Gilberto, passa a bola para si.
Please